Well, it's all about the jobs. That is the key for a full official recovery. The Labor Department's numbers came out on Friday for the first month of this new year, as well as some revisions for the past 2 years. Let's talk about it with Brent Schutte. He's the market strategist for BMO Global Asset Management. Okay, 157,000 new private sector jobs created. That's not where the buzz is. It's in the revisions, though.
Sure, the revisions did come out, and that's where all the buzz is. And in fact, if you look last year, there were 335,000 more jobs that were added than originally reported. A lot of that came in the fourth quarter. You saw actually November and December revised up significantly. I believe the number was about 127,000 between those 2 months.
Well, what happened to that momentum as we were closing out 2012? Because it's kind of sputtered a little bit here in January.
Sure. I mean, just like I've said before in the past and kind of what we're talking about now, those initial numbers that come out, I'm not calling them guesses, but they're estimates, and usually the number can be 100,000 plus or minus in each month. So don't get too excited about one data point.
So I haven't seen revisions, though, cause this much buzz, but then again, it was because it was a full 2-year revision.
Sure, all the revisions show that there's been more people added to the workforce, which is very important over longer periods of time. An economy's growth is determined by how many people work, how hard they work, and how efficient they are. And in order to get an economy going, you need that type of an environment. And so this is a good number.
Economics 101. Let me ask you about the participation rate. We haven't talked about that,
sure.
But it's there every month, and it has some significant data there.
Sure, I guess the most significant thing that we're witnessing now is that people are staying in the workforce longer. So if you actually look at people who are above age 65 or even above age 60, you're seeing that they're participating in the labor force much longer than what they had in the past. And that's actually a decent thing longer term.
Now, that's not necessarily for economic reasons. We're living longer after all.
Sure, we're living longer. All kinds of factors are weighing in, and I think people are just less confident in retirement, and they want to make sure they still have an income stream. Probably some of that has to do even with low fixed income rates these days. In order to collect some income off your portfolio, you need to do other things than just buy bonds.
Let me ask you quickly about, we got sequestration coming up, we've got the debt ceiling, so Congress is still a factor here. Any worries that, now that we passed the fiscal cliff for the moment, that those two items might cause some trouble? Absolutely.
I'm still worried about that. I think longer term, I've mentioned it, there's a lot of positive things in this country that are actually occurring. Energy revitalization and independence, and I think that gets undersold. The fact that our labor force is now competitive, and I think longer term those are good things. My question is how quickly we get there, and there's all kinds of speed bumps before then till we kind of get to that end state nirvana, and the big factor that holds the key to that is what happens in Congress.
All right, Brent Schutte, thanks so much.
Thank you.